Hello, everyone, and welcome to June 2026's monthly market update. My name is Will, and I've been doing these now. This is episode 6. Just doing them once a month, covering some high-level market and economic topics, kind of what's going on right now. But at the time I'm recording this, it's June 22nd, so June's almost over by the time you'll see this. And I've waited and kind of put this off for a while just because some pretty big things have been happening in June. Number one, SpaceX IPO. We've had a lot of client interest and there was a lot of investor interest across the board. This was one of the most anticipated IPOs in history. And we kind of saw that when the stock went public, the price shot up to over $200 per share. Since then, it's come back down a little bit. At the time I'm recording this, I think it's like in the 170s. It's definitely a stock that we at PrairieFire think could be a good stock to own, but for now, we're kind of waiting to see what Starship does. Kind of from what we've read, it sounds like a lot kind of depends on the Starship project to see if we can start getting stuff up to space at a good price where it's not super expensive to start shipping building materials or whatever needs to get up there to do what Elon wants to do. And right now, the only real profitable segment of their business seems to be Starlink. So I know SpaceX is going to be a lot bigger than just Starlink, but we want to see kind of how that takes shape a little bit. So wait for a couple earnings reports, wait to see some new developments on Starship, maybe get in on some dips. We'll just have to see. But we do think that SpaceX could be a great long-term hold in the future. And then number two, the Iran war. Been talking about it since March. And it sounds like it's hopefully finally behind us. I know multiple times they've said that a deal has been, this close to being finalized, then it falls apart. Well, this time it seems a little bit better. Time I'm recording this, Vice President J.D. Vance is in Switzerland negotiating with some people from Iran. Hopefully get things ironed out. But the price of oil has come down into the 70s. So way off of the highs of over $100 a barrel. So that's a good thing to see as some traffic starts to navigate through the strait. It's not to pre-war levels, but it sounds like some ships are making their way through, which again has brought the price of oil down. If the price of oil stays down, that brings me to my third topic, which is inflation. Inflation has run up the past couple of months. I believe May's number was 4.2% year over year. And that increase has been due to higher energy costs. Now, if energy, comes back down like it has and stays down, we could see a inflation reverse course a little bit and come back down to a more normal level. We've been sitting in the mid 2s to low 3s for the past 3 years now. That's kind of been the new norm as of late. So if we get back to that level, I would say, the Fed can either continue to hold or, if they really want to, maybe cut. But I think they're in a good spot to kind of sit and wait and see where things are. Because if we have another, skirmish, if tensions flare up again and oil goes back up through the roof, then, the Fed might need to raise rates to tame inflation. So I think they're just in a good spot to kind of wait and see. But as it sits today on June 22nd, subject to change immediately, oil has come back down. Hopefully that kind of keeps inflation in check. SpaceX is doing its thing, being pretty volatile. It's come down off of its initial, IPO high, when all the hype was around it. That's something we'll continue to watch. So thank y'all for watching, and we will see you guys in July.